Good afternoon, I'm Deb Smucker with the Luxe Fifth Wheels and Toy Haulers, and we're out here today. It's beautiful out, and we have some units finishing up that we wanted to show to you because they have some different features, and I want you to see some of the unique things that we're able to do. This particular one is a 48 FB toy hauler. He actually had the Elite paint job put on this instead of the Tsunami or a 2-color. He chose his colors. One of the things I want to show you on the 48 is the pin box that we have to use on the 48, and it's the Gen Y pin box. As you can see, it's very substantial, very heavy duty. This one we use because its GVWR will go up to close to 30,000 pounds, and this particular coach will always weigh in a GVWR at 25,999. So this pin box always goes on, and this pin box is also optional on any other coach we build if you'd like to have it on. Of course, he has his 7.0 generator. One of the things about our coaches is the way we keep everything very accessible on the inside. So the generator is accessible, fireboxes here, and if you noticed, a lot of fireboxes that they put in will just be aluminum or tin, and they're very easy to break down or crush. And our guys go in, they put this bar on the top, and you can see we can lay stuff on the top. It's not going to hurt this at all, so you actually have a little bit more storage room there as well. Our hydraulic pump is always accessible. We don't build up around it so that you can easily reach it. It's all color coded. That's what runs our leveling system. And you can see the colored bars on the valves that go out. That's so that if you have a leg that has a problem, you can actually look at the color code on the leg and come back up here and know which valve has an issue. He also has the bigger battery box because he has the 4 6-volt AGM batteries in his coach. And of course you have your 2 battery disconnects. This is all very clean, very easy to work, very easy to get into if you need to. So the leveling system is inside a separate box, which does have a key lock on it. This is an auto leveling system by Equalizer, and one of the features that we have that goes on every single coach, and that's one of the big things about our build, is our superstructure, our walls, our axles, our brakes, the grade of paint we use, the leveling system we use, all is equal in all the coaches, so you never have to feel like you had to settle no matter what floor plan you pick. So all of them will have the Equalizer leveling system, which is very important. If you look at it, you can see how big and substantial the legs are. The front legs actually have the big wide pads, 12-inch pads. The 4 back legs have 10-inch octagon pads. But these legs are so strong and so heavy, well built, that they actually put all the legs on at a 5-degree angle. And you'll find that to be very important because when you go in this coach and it's all leveled, you will not see a lot of side-to-side motion. When a lot of coaches, when you get out of bed, you can feel people move. If they go in and out of the door, you can feel the coach move because their legs are straight up and down. And ours are at an angle, so it stops a lot of that side-to-side motion. He also has the camera system on his. So the camera system has 4 cameras in it now. 1 on each side, so you can see down the side of your coach. 1 over the entry door, and there'll be 1 on the rear for your backup purposes. So this is a really nice system that we started offering as well. We have 2 40-pound LP tanks, 1 on each side. One of the things that I've always liked about our coaches is that they keep this very clean, very easy to use. So this is our docking station where everything comes up through here, your low point drains, black tank, gray tank, your water fills. He has 2 100-gallon freshwater tanks. It's all right here. You have a light for easy access to be able to see. The other thing that's really nice that they do is we have all these access doors. And these access doors are important, and we have lighting here. We have accent lighting down the side. We have bright lights going down the center. And then we have mounted lights on the inside. So when you stop and set up, If you want to, you can actually get in there, and after you've got the water and everything hooked up, you can look inside there and make sure nothing came loose and is leaking as you went down the road. This also gives you easy access to your water filter and to your water pump, which is just down here. I like to say we try to make the coach as frustration-free as possible for people. Get easy access to things you might need to get to and make it simple for you if you do have to do anything. One of the other things is our exterior cargo doors, and these are very substantial doors. They're very thick, they're very heavy, and you can see, you don't see any wobbling. I can try to move this door and you don't get a lot of this. One of the things that I like to do is just for you to hear how tight this seals when you put it down. And so those are really tight seals, solid doors. You don't have to worry about them wobbling and getting out of line. Of course, we have on this the Truma on-demand hot water right here. That's one of his furnaces. He also on his coach has a washer and dryer installed. That's a vent for it in the cargo area. We'll show you that when we get in. Right there is the second furnace, because he has the Arctic package, which means he got two 35,000 BTU furnaces instead of 140. Triple axle, 8,000 pound axles, H-rated Goodyear tires, automotive disc brakes, 17.5-inch wheels on everything. And you have options of upgrading to 9Ks if you want to, okay? Down here, again, this is the back dump because he has a bathroom and stuff in the back, and we can't run those all together. We're too long. So we have a second dump station back here. This is your pump station. So he actually, excuse me, this is your power cord reel. So this is what you store your cord on when you have it out. If you can pull it, you actually could reel it back in so it wasn't laying on the ground if you wanted. And that's how it stores going down the road. And you can bring it down through here if you want. So this is how you take it down normally, so you wouldn't have to leave the door open. These are the two locked caps. A lot of you have been asking for that. So this is a very important feature. Of course, we have fuel and you're carrying with you. You're carrying about 40 gallons of fuel. So we have now put on locked caps so nobody can come in and siphon out your fuel. The one, which I think is 18 gallons, runs the front generator. And then this one is to pump fuel into your toys or into the front one if you need to. If you're out boondocking, you might want to just be able to pump more fuel into the generator tank. This is the control for the pump, for the hand pump, which is down here. So you can pull it out, and you actually have a fill, and you can put it into the front or put it into your toys. Also have the option, some people have asked for the option of diesel, and we can do diesel. We just have to know ahead so they order it correctly and so they get the right tanks put on for the diesel tanks. Your ladder on the toy hauler is on the side, obviously, because we have a ramp door. So the ladder actually folds up close to the body so that we don't get it too wide on our width. He has the back patio. This actually belongs to Renaud. He's coming to pick it up next week, I believe. He got a little bit delayed because of all the virus things going on, but he is so excited to come and get this. He has the rear patio and the side patio. And this makes it really nice because if you were somewhere that a 48 was too long and you couldn't bring out the rear patio, you have access for the side patio. Or if you have people staying with you and you don't want the back patio down because you want it more secure, you can leave that door up and bring down the side, or you can do like we did today with the whole side, with both of them down. When you go up here, you see we have the steps that go clear down to the ground. You have a slider that you can close it, so if you had pets or children, you can close it up so they can't just fall off of that side of it. And then this one has the veranda doors, and a lot of people have asked about the veranda doors. What are they? And these are doors that are screened. They also come with a plexiglass plastic inserts that can go on. So if it's raining or storming and you have this patio down, if you only had the pull down screen, you'd have to bring the ramp door up. So this one you would not. You could close these, and it also keeps insects and things out. If you're sitting out here, keeps them protected, keeps the inside protected for you. One of the things we want to show you, we're going to enter through the garage because I want to show you some of the things that Renard did. And down here, of course, is the storage bin. Now, when you put on the patio doors and the patio, you have to know that we come in a little bit, and you can see there we come in about 8 inches on the back of the garage. So when you're doing lengths, you need to figure that in as well, that when we put these doors and everything on, we lose just a little bit of our length. This one has over a 16-foot garage, so that's usually very workable for people. This is a storage bin. It's a very heavy lid to put tools in, items that you want to keep separate. When you come inside, we have the Happy Jack beds. So the bottom ones are actually will come down, and they will go into 2 sofas, and you can do a table in here. So that you could sit and play cards, or you can leave them up so you can easily walk in and out. Some people will bring the sofas down, leave the other bed up. So there's a lot of options. If you notice right here, one of the other things we want to point out to you, in a 48, which a lot of you are building now, and a lot of you have certain things that you're hauling, just know that when you do the side patio, we're going to lose about 8 inches of the width from the Happy Jack beds forward. Okay, so back here we are a full 8 feet wide, but up here we're going to lose about 8 inches of that width with this wall. So back in here, like I said, over the side patio, they have some more cabinets installed. There's a lot of things that we can do back here, and so this is an area that is easily to tailor for you. Some people, if they're using it for a bedroom, might want more cabinetry. They might want a wall cabinet. Some people want a full bath. Some people want no bath. So it just depends on what you're doing. But this room, you can be very creative with it. If you notice, he did not do the black diamond on the floor rubber. He carried the tile from the living room. So these are the vinyl plank tiling, Shaw's, that we use. He wanted that back here because this is going to be more residential for him. He is going to carry something, but he will put a mat down to carry it, and then he will have the same floors that he has up in his living area. Up there is the door to the loft. This one has a 13.5 drop-in air. Now you do have the option of upgrading to a 15,000 ducted air. Most people don't do that because they don't want ductwork to connect because of having possibly fumes back here. If you notice, right up here is one of the vents that you can open up, and there's another one down in that corner. Those are for cross ventilation in case you do bring something in that has an engine and it would get any fumes in here. We have another television option for back here. Up in the loft, there's another option for a television up in there as well. That's actually a bed. Storage up there. Most people, some of them use it just for storage. We have another radio out here that runs to the speakers outside on the side patio. This is a ladder that can be removed and moved, obviously, but this one goes up to the loft, and sometimes they'll also use it to help get into the top bunk when they bring it down. So you can hear this door. This is a really substantial door. It's not wavy. It is not loose. It's got a lot of weight to it because obviously going down the road with patio doors is something you want to be concerned about. You want to make sure you got a good quality door that goes in here. So this one you can hear when we open it. And it also has a screen, so you could leave it open so you can get fresh air going through here and pull through the back as well. But this is a nice feature to have because sometimes you just want to be able to sit out. The side patio works really well because you're sitting out and you're looking at your campsite, or we're looking at another camper. But you look at your own campsite, and as people walk by, you can talk to them. The other nice feature of our side patio is the steps that attach here as well. Go down, so if people do come up, they don't have to go through your coach to come in. They can come up on the patio with you. They don't have to go in through your living space. You can ask them to join you or just talk to them. A lot of people like this who have pets. Pets love to lay out here, watch people, get out in a little bit of fresh air. So multi-purpose. And then of course it has the outside entertainment center. So your TV is out here, your stereo is on the inside, your speakers are mounted up here. We have a second awning back here, so you have a lot of awning space on this coach. You've got a rear awning on the back that goes over that patio. You have this awning that goes from the dinette slide all the way to the back, and then we have another one in the front. So you have a lot of awning space to sit under. This is one of the people's favorite places to sit if they do the side patio, for sure. One of the things I want to show you is, now he upgraded his ASA system to the same ASA system that we do in the Luxe Elites. And normally when you do a gold or toy hauler, you would have the global ASA system, but to run separate locations would all be toggle switches like this. Okay, in the toy hauler, we do have to put a few toggles in the garage area because we don't have enough room on the modules to do all of the back functions. But he chose to do this throughout his coach, and so he has the panels, the touch panels that are like televisions, and you can just touch it, and each panel is programmed for different areas. So this one is the bunk light, this is the loft light, this is the kitchen light. So if you come in through here, you can actually turn the kitchen light on before you go in. And then you go over, and it's under the loft, the garage, and the garage accent lights. They all can be a little bit different. This is the lift for the bed to go up and down, and also your awnings to go in and out on this side. We also have the remote here for awnings, and that's because normally the remotes or the awnings would go through the ASA system, but if you do the wind sensors, then we have to go through a remote because the system is not designed to handle wind sensors. And so then you would have a remote like this, so you could run your awnings with your remotes. One of the things I'm going to open up so Ed can show you is, if you notice, we have this hallway going through here, and we've lost a little bit of space from this side, but we still have a good sized hallway to go through because he actually increased his half bath. So you have the option of increasing it and doing a full bath, but he did a laundry room in his half bath. So I'll let Ed show it to you. He actually moved his washer and dryer into his half bath, and that's just a really nice feature in here. It keeps everything in the back. And it gave him a lot more space for storage up in his bedroom. And again, that's one of those tailored features that we can do. And like I say, if there's something special like that you want, we can't promise we can do everything, but we certainly try to do as much as we can. So talk to your representative, tell them kind of what you need out here. We've had people do offices, we've had people do full baths, we've had people that were hauling a lot of people, and we've created extra storage. So all of those things are things you can discuss with your rep. When you come through into the living area, it's a wide door that you come through. You can see he chose to go with very light colors. It's absolutely stunning. One of the things that he did, again, was he did soft touch walls. Soft touch walls in the living area would be an upgrade because normally it follows the gold, so it would have wall board, but you can option to do the soft touch walls. He did the solid surface table under his booth, and this booth is one of my favorite features in this coach because you could set an adult and a child here. You could get 2 adults, probably not if I was one of them, but you can get 2 adults. But what I love about it, it's a really comfortable space to sit in, and this coach has such a unique layout because you are able to have some division between your kitchen and your living room, and you still have a really good conversation area. And I watch people when we come into these coaches, and they will sit down here and they'll sit down here, and you can easily talk and you feel like it's a good conversation area. You have the option of eliminating the booth and putting in theater seating or maybe storage. The booth is really nice because of the drawers that are in it. These are deep, and you can see how heavy they are. See how thick they are? So it's a great place for like your Instapot or a griddle or maybe heavy canned good, anything. I'm sure you all come up with something, but they're very substantial drawers, and then they lock. So if you have like a little safe that you carry, at least that's in a locked area underneath there and may not even notice that it's there. He also got the flip-up counter for extra countertop. When he has it opened up, it's a great place to put a wastebasket under, or just to have extra counter space. And one of the things I want to show you is actually that we can do a change here, and we are starting to do it more and more often. But this cabinet, we always called it the spice rack, but honestly it's 10 inches deep, so you can set dishes, cups, glasses in here. So what we have done on a couple that's really nice, and hopefully in the next few that come off we'll find one and can show you, we eliminated this cabinet and we moved this cabinet up so it's level with the microwave. And what that does is that opens up this counter space, and we take the backsplash clear across and it makes it feel very open, and you still have all this storage up here. If you want to keep all of it, you keep it just as it is, and you have an additional storage up here. He has a residential stove, so he did the 24, so he had a little more space. We can do the 30. You can do an induction cooktop. You can do just a gas cooktop. Many people will do a gas cooktop, keeping their convection there, and then add more storage here. You also have storage over the sink area. You have our standard deep sinks, and you can option the composite sinks. You can option a rectangle sink, but we have the standard ones in this one. There's also an option for you to be able to what's called a full pantry. And the full pantry is basically they take this cabinet and they come all the way down the countertop. And it gives you 2 or 3 more shelving pieces in here. So some people like to do that. Other people are like, nope, I like my countertop. Not a right or wrong. It's just a decision up to you. It's a good storage area. And I was saying that the sink, we don't put shelving in here because some of the plumbing in the sinks, because everybody wants their larger sinks. But it's kind of nice to have a big open area like this, because this is a great place for your Instant Pots. Some of you carry the air fryers, you carry the toaster ovens. This is a great place for that. If you want this altered a little bit, it could be done. You would just have to talk to somebody. But the big open area, people all seem to like that the best. We have a dishwasher in this one. This is a Fisher Pica, and the Fisher Pica is the one that has been used for years. A lot of coaches will have dishwashers, but if they're not a good quality and don't do a good job, you're not going to be happy. And this one has been used for years and years in your top end, fifth wheels, motorhomes, and it's deep. It's a drawer style, so pots and pans can go in there. You can do all your dishes, silverware. You can put everything in there, put it away. My clients that have this, none of them have ever not reordered it. And so years ago when I was doing this, I couldn't believe they had dishwashers in them. This was the brand they were using then. And of course they've upgraded, but if you want a dishwasher, you will not be disappointed with the quality of this one. And when you're going down the road, it will go into a locked mode. So coming up into the living area, you can see it's very contemporary. Our entertainment center. Now this does not have storage behind it because we have the bathroom on the other side. So this is where a lot of the modules are that I was just telling you about that are running all of this ASA systems. But you can still get into it. And you could still stack like DVDs or something. You have storage here. You have your sound bar, your Blu-ray player. Really nice storage up here for books and videos or whatever you want to carry in that. I know I keep referring to DVDs and Blu-rays, and I understand I'm now, out of the sync on that too, because everybody streams everything. So you may not have any to put up there, but it's a beautiful setup. The sofa's an L-shaped sofa, and I'm not going to tear it all down for you, but actually this back, because a lot of people see it and want to know how it works. This back moves. This cushion lifts up. It's actually locked. It hooks onto the back. It lifts up and it stores inside. So it actually will sit down in underneath that bar, and this will actually slide in. Now some people the men like to have a recliner will do this, and the women love to sit in the corner. This part right here actually lifts up, and lays down. So you have like a big chase lounge there if you want to have. And then they'll buy a recliner that we get, and they'll set it there. So the guys, if they want to have a recliner, can have a recliner. So that's how this sofa works. So one of the features that we did, we got rid of the swinging door. That was something everybody would complain about because of the hallways. So now we have the barn door style. And again, solid core, heavy door, frosted glass, so you get some light in here. But this made a huge difference for the functioning of the hallway. We also went away from the tub shower to just the shower. You can option the tub shower, but now it's standard to have just the shower because more people were asking to do the shower than to have the tub shower. Again, when you come into the bedroom, because he has a 4-camera backup camera, this is the module that would go into the truck. You can bring it in here and plug it in, and it becomes an observation camera for the camera that's over your entry door. Your TV slides in and out of this compartment. Because we took the washer and dryer out, he now has a lot more space for storage. You have a lot of rod storage in here, storage for shoes. We have dresser drawers. And again, you see the panels on the wall that are the light panels. So we just wanted you to see a toy hauler that was a little bit unique in the fact that we have the flooring out there. It's got both the patios on it. He made the garage more residential. Did a lot of things custom for him, and wanted you to see what you can do with the toy hauler. The 48, it's just amazing. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the features that people ask about that you don't necessarily see on the order form, the soft touch walls and things. If you have any questions, call into the factory, get one of the reps on the phone, and they'll be glad to help you in any way we can. Thanks.